You can sit, you can lay, however you're most comfortable. Making any adjustments. Blankets, things under the knees, anything you think you might need, have it ready now. And then when you're ready, I invite you to just close down the eyes. The first few breaths, maybe inhale through the nose. Long, deep inhales. Filling up your system as much as you can. And exhaling out through the mouth from the back of the throat. Long, deep exhales. Emptying yourself all the way out. And do this 2 more times, in through the nose, long deep inhales. Filling up your entire body. Out through the mouth, through the back of the throat. Releasing everything. Last one. And just return to your natural breath. Just being aware how that in itself can shift the way you're feeling, can calm the system, and bring you more to the here and now. Because you are timeless awareness. You are always present. There's nothing you need to do to achieve this. It's not a state that you have to go out and find, seek externally for. You always are. You're here. Behind the mind, you're just being. But the mind is loud, chaotic, seductive. It grasps your attention. And then you forget. You forget who and what you truly are. What came before? What came prior to the ego? What created the ego? This is just your costume. You are the pure awareness. That sits deeper. Remember that stillness. That empty, vast space of absolute, of nothingness. Just this sense of being. Just this sense of isness. The you before the mind. It is not lost. It is not blocked. It is not hard to find. It's a choice. A choice to keep paying attention to the ego or not. A choice to expand your awareness beyond what the mind is telling you. Knowing that with or without the ego you always are. Always have been, always will be. You are. That energy, that life force, that creator of the costume of the ego mind. Therefore the mind cannot be stronger and more powerful. It cannot block you. It cannot stop you. Not your true self. Because it became prior. Because it came prior to. It's where you place your trust, your belief, and this is your choice. You can listen to its fears and its woes, its pain and its sorrow, and you can wear it as though it's the only thing, the only existence you can personally identify. Or you can choose your awareness, the conscious self. The absolute being and isness. That wanted this human experience to witness and observe what it would be like, what it could feel, what it could do. And this is the duality, you see. You are the one. And it created the ego, the mind. And it can live this experience, but always from a space of awareness. Always from the space of, this is not the true reality. This is not my true self. For I am formless, timeless, limitless, beyond. Infinite. There is no mortality as the true self, but there is as the ego mind. It can think what it wants, feel what it wants, but you don't have to identify. As though it's the only one truth. And the duality is to feel it, to experience it. But not to wear it. For presence is your awareness in any one moment, the only moment which is now, present, here. Which means all the things that the ego tells you that the mind creates isn't happening right now, isn't happening here. Creates illusions and stories. And you can just leave it alone. Let it be. With the awareness that your only concern is the now. What is? What is in this moment? For in the timeless, formless you, in that pure awareness, there is no desire, no concern, no fear, it is empty, spacious, it is whole, and it is absolute. It is. It doesn't change. It doesn't think. And at all times, it is you. You are this. This is what you can trust. You can go about your day. You can go about your life, experiencing the ego from this perspective. You can cook, you can clean, you can go to work. And play the human being. But observe the experience. From this pure awareness, so that you do not get entangled in the mind's games, telling you to be fearful, to worry. Convincing you that the things that hurt you in the past are still hurting you right now, as though they are your only reality. The self knows that it is now. That it has no fear, no doubt, no worry, and cannot be plagued and haunted. For the mind For the self, pure awareness is undisturbed. It cannot be fearful, intimidated, or overpowered by the mind. The mind can do whatever it wants. It makes no difference to the self. It's just the observer, just the witness. It is not attached or identified to the mind as a truth. Therefore, the mind has no control over the self. The mind is identified with itself. Controls and knots itself up. Tangles itself in a web, believing that an external force is doing this to it, believing that it will never get out. It's just the mind fighting the mind, creating and perpetuating its own hellish cycles and loops. Be the conscious awareness behind it, knowing it's all that's happening. And that you do not need to get involved, do not follow it, do not attach, do not identify. It doesn't concern you. You are not only connected to the self in meditation with your eyes closed. This is your true state at all times. So I invite you to just open the eyes and look around. And see how you can choose your awareness at all times. Let the mind come in. It can become active and energetic, calling for your attention, pulling you here and there. And you can follow it. Or you can just watch it, witness, observer. Detach from the ego. Detach from the costume. This is not disassociate. This is true perspective. Seeing it for what it is. Your time as who you are will come to an end. But that is not your true self. There is no end to the true self. No time, no shape. And with or without your costume, ego, and mind, you still are. It changes nothing for your true state. So choose from moment to moment throughout your day. Keep choosing your awareness, your true self. And go beyond what the ego is trying to convince you. Go beyond what the ego is trying to lock you in. You can imagine it as hearing a story which you know is completely made up, and you listen. But you do not believe. You do not get so entangled in it that you believe it for truth. You are timeless awareness, the conscious self. You are whole and you are absolute. Remember this. Remember that you are not just living, but you are life itself. And there is nothing you need to do to achieve this state, for it is already your truth. It is already yourself. It is here, it is now, present. All you have to do is choose. Let go of the personal identity with the ego. Let go of the personal identity with the mind. Detach from it as a truth. And that is it. And just be. And carry this with you. Carry this with you through your day. Remind yourself as often as you need. The mind is a habit. Just let go of the habit. Let go of the mind. And sit in your true state. And just taking in some deep breaths again. Just revitalizing your body. Om. Thank you.